Greetings, I am Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. It is a pleasure for us to be with this group of Arcturian starseeds. We want to talk to you today about our planetary mission, and we will divide our lecture presentation into our personal mission for each of you and the planetary mission. And these two aspects are related because in order to do the planetary mission, you also have personal work. You came to planet Earth for two reasons. The first was for your own personal acceleration, and the second is to participate in this planetary evolutionary process. I want to say something about the planetary evolutionary process because we, the Arcturians, are very committed to the evolution of higher beings in the galaxy and in this section of the galaxy. And it may surprise you to learn that Homo sapien is on the brink of an evolutionary shift. And we call this evolutionary shift Homo Omega. So this means that Homo sapien is not the last step in the evolutionary cycle of your species. There is another step, there is another movement to a higher evolutionary species, Homo Omega. Now, what are the characteristics of Homo Omega? The primary characteristic of Homo Omega is fifth dimensional consciousness. And the species of Homo sapien is beginning, especially through the starseeds, to show the ability to have expanded consciousness. And this expanded consciousness is being expressed now by your starseed consciousness, by your starseed abilities. The ability to communicate with the fifth dimension, the ability to communicate with fifth dimensional beings is part of the abilities of Homo Omega. Now, just for a moment, let us just look at the Homo sapien and say that there is a long history of Homo sapien because you had Homo Neanderthal, for example, and you had Homo erectus, and you had Cro-Magnon. These are all parts of the evolutionary process, but now we are in another evolutionary process, and the thing is that we, the Arcturians, are galactic anthropologists. Galactic anthropologists are beings that travel throughout the galaxy in order to study the evolutionary process in this galaxy. There are now, as I am speaking to you, 5,000 advanced civilizations in this galaxy. 5,000. Now, that may seem like a lot, but consider that the Earth is 26,000 to 30,000 light years from the galactic center. And the width of the galaxy is estimated to be 100,000 light years. And the estimate on the number of star systems is well over 4 billion. And it could be even higher than that. And we have found that not only are there solar systems similar to the Earth solar system, but there are moon planets. And we have a well-known moon planet that is close to the central sun that is called the moon planet Alano. So we travel, we look at, and we, in certain instances, will assist planets in their stage of evolution. Now, there is a crisis on this earth, and the evolution and appearance of a new species always happens during a crisis. So, for example, the Homo sapien emerged in a crisis. Homo Neanderthal emerged in a crisis. There was a new tool, there was a new step in their evolution that was necessary for them to progress to a higher level. Now, what we have identified is planetary stages of evolution. The Earth is now at the end of stage 1 of planetary evolution. And the stage 1 of planetary evolution is called the conflict between spirituality and technology. This means that if you look at the Earth situation now, the spiritual technology, the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual energy has not advanced as far as the technology. Now, I'm speaking of the entire planet. I'm not talking about just small groups. But overall, this planet is spiritually deficient and has not kept up with this technology. That means that the Earth has the technology for self-destruction. And you are witnessing what I call now, and actually other anthropologists call, the 6th mass extinction. That's right. The Earth is in a crisis that is comparable to the 5th mass extinction, which occurred 63 million years ago and was started and precipitated by an external event that is an asteroid that struck the Yucatan Peninsula. And this led to the destruction of 90% of all plant and animal life. And it took millions of years for the plants and animals to recover. Now, here we are in another mass extinction event. But this mass extinction event is not being caused by an external event like an asteroid striking this planet. No, this mass extinction event is being caused by humanity. This is the first time on this planet where one species, that is Homo sapien, dominates and decides who lives and who doesn't live on the entire planet. Every plant and animal species now, their life is determined by what man does. And this is a crisis then that is from and started by humanity. Now, we the Arcturians are saying we want to assist. We have a planetary mission. We want to assist you in bringing this planet back to balance. Now, what does it look like to have a planet go through complete planetary stage 1 of development and go on to planetary 2? Because part of our mission in this section of the galaxy is to provide assistance, to provide spiritual assistance to those planets that are needing and want to graduate from stage 1 and go to stage 2. In stage 2 of planetary development, the technology is so advanced and the spirituality is so advanced. Now, one of the things in stage 2 is that the participants or members acknowledge that their planet, and in your case, Earth, is a living spirit. That Earth is a living spirit. And because the planet is a living spirit, then there is required communication with that planet. All of the planets that we have visited throughout this galaxy that have survived planetary stage 1 of development acknowledge and interact with their planet on a spiritual basis. Now, we studied the history of the Earth and we studied the various different groups, and we came up with a symbol for healing the planet. And we call this symbol the sacred triangle. The sacred triangle is an expression of the unity of 3 spiritual forces on this planet. We call it the galactic forces, the White Brotherhood, White Sisterhood forces, and the Native People forces. And those 3 forces together are what we call the sacred triangle. And briefly, let me say that the native peoples throughout the planet acknowledge and have a long history of working with the spirit of the earth. They do this through medicine wheels. They do this through shamanistic practices. They have various group energy exercises. And maybe you're surprised to hear that we, the Arcturians, honor and are working with and encouraging people to work with the native people's energies on this planet, because they have the history, they have the knowledge on how to interact with the spirit of the earth. Now, you may ask, well, how could a planet be a living being? Because the earth has the characteristics of a living being that is able to maintain homeostasis. How is this planet, through all the many years, but especially the past 200 years, since the industrial era, the Industrial Revolution, how has this planet maintained the right balance of energy, the right balance of air, the right balance of food? And it is through a process called homeostasis. The earth has the ability to make adjustments so that the air has the right composition and there is the right biosphere. But now it has gotten so far out of balance that the earth as a spirit, as a living planetary spirit, is struggling to maintain the necessary homeostasis. And in order for the earth to survive in this crisis, the planet needs the intervention of the native approach, which is communicating with the spirit of the earth. Now, this is what's happening in planets who have stage 2. At stage 2, the people are able to interact and communicate with the spirit of a planet, and then they do not have volcanic eruptions, they do not have storms, they do not have pollution, they do not have disease, they do not have pandemics. The planet goes into an entirely different, higher evolutionary process. And this is what we believe the earth must do to survive. Because the sixth mass extinction also applies to humanity. Because humanity can also become extinct. Now, you may find this surprising, but these recent pandemics, such as the COVID-19 and now the monkeypox pandemic, are examples of what can happen where an entire species can be wiped out. So let's be clear that when we are talking about mass extinctions, we are not just talking about plants and animals, but we are talking also about humanity, because humanity is part of the whole biosphere. So we developed techniques that we have taught throughout the galaxy, and we have called these techniques planetary healing meditations. And they are called, in our language, biorelativity. And biorelativity is the ability to form large groups who do planetary healing meditations. And in these planetary healing meditations, we connect with the spirit of the planet, and we request that the spirit of the planet make changes in the manifestation of climate, in the manifestation of volcanic eruptions, in the manifestation of earthquakes. We then conduct planetary healing meditations called biorelativity. Now, what we are also doing is we provide our starship Athena. Our starship Athena is in the fifth dimension, and our starship Athena has been assigned to the Earth, and I, Giuliano, am helping to oversee with my team, which includes Helioa and Tomar and many other Arcturian masters, to be of assistance. And we have set up what I call the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber or Room. And we are asking the Arcturian starseeds to participate in these planetary healing meditations. And we provide corridors of light to those of you who want to come to our planetary healing meditations. And we use what is called bilocation, sometimes called astral projection, where you can astrally project and come to our planetary healing room, where we have a holographic image of the Earth. And in the holographic image of the Earth, it is so powerful that we are able to do higher level planetary interventions. Let me do a short clearing of the energy now for each of you before I proceed. And you will hear this tone, and it will help to clear your aura. Become aware of your energy field, known as your aura. We also teach personal transformation. And in order to be a planetary healer, you want to activate your higher personal energy field. Because you are here for a personal mission as well. And that personal mission is your ascension. You are here on this planet to accelerate your ability to graduate to the fifth dimension. That's right. You can skip the fourth dimension. you can complete all of your earth lives. You can complete your earth karma. You do not need to return to the earth unless you want to. And then you would come back as an ascended master. And this ascension requires what I call special new spiritual technology. What is the new spiritual technology that the Arcturians are teaching to help you graduate from the earth and ascend, to help you fulfill your mission as a planetary healer? The first technology is what we call the cosmic egg. The cosmic egg. There is an optimal shape for your aura, and that optimal shape is the egg. The egg is a galactic, universal shape of perfect harmony for the energy system of an aura. Connect now with your energy field. Command your energy field to go into the state, the shape called the cosmic egg. In this state of the cosmic egg, you can vibrate at a higher frequency. In order for the ascension, you have to be able to vibrate at a higher frequency. In order for your aura to vibrate at a higher frequency, the first step is to go into the shape of a cosmic egg, to bring your aura into the shape of a cosmic egg. Now, become aware of the outer edge of your aura, the line around your aura. And we are going to explain the second step in your acceleration for your ascension, which is shimmering your aura. In order to vibrate your aura to a higher speed, become aware of the outer line of the aura. Sometimes it's a blue shape. And as you become aware of that outer line, become aware of the speed of the vibration of your aura. And match the vibrational speed of your aura to my toning sound. Ta 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 ta. Let us increase the speed. Increase the speed of your aura. As you increase the speed of your aura, you will access your higher spiritual powers. You will be able to access your fifth dimensional self. You will be able to access and open up the codes of ascension within your pineal gland. You are here to experience the ascension into the fifth dimension. Listen to this ancient Hebraic sound, and it will provide you an opening for your ascension. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tsevaot. Let us go into silence as you experience this opening and vibrational increase. We'll be silent for 1 minute. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tsevaot. This is the code of ascension that is also taught by Archangel Metatron. We are working closely with Archangel Metatron, and we know that you, the Arcturian starseeds, are ready for your ascension. But you have still some work to do here on the earth, and part of the work is connecting with the planetary healing projects that we are overseeing now. And also connecting with the overall mission of accelerating the evolutionary cycle of Homo sapien to Homo omega. Homo omega has the ability of fifth dimensional consciousness and can raise the spiritual energy field of this entire planet. Because remember, in a crisis, new techniques and new abilities must emerge. The old ways of this planet will not provide the solutions. And the new solutions are going to come from the fifth dimension. And these may look like miracles. These may look like what I call quantum miracles. Because if you look at everything that's going on planet Earth now, you can say, logically, it doesn't look very hopeful. You all are seeing now the accelerated climate crisis. You are seeing now the accelerated extinction crisis. And what is now happening on the planet in terms of this crisis is so rapid. The scientists had predicted some of these climate changes that you're now seeing. They are predicting that they should happen in 2050, but they're happening now in 2022. But there is a way out of this, and that is through higher consciousness. And that is through Homo Omega. Now, there was an anthropologist, and you could tell that we, the Arcturians, are very interested in anthropology, galactic anthropology, but also anthropology on the Earth. Because we study the Earth as we study all civilizations. And there was an anthropologist, a Japanese anthropologist, studying an island where there were 5,000 monkeys. And 100 monkeys were taught how to wash their food. Miraculously, in this experiment, after the 100th monkey learned to wash their food, then all 5,000 monkeys learned that task. It's like it got into the group consciousness of all of the monkeys. So there is a magic number when in any group there is a magic number in which the consciousness can accelerate and be implanted or downloaded in all of the species of that group. Now, I use that example to explain to you that there is a 100th monkey effect on this planet. When enough starseeds, when enough people come together with higher fifth dimensional consciousness, there will be a 100th monkey effect. And this will accelerate the evolution to Homo Omega. Now, what else are we doing to accelerate and to provide the necessary ingredients for an evolutionary shift on this planet? We developed what I call the Planetary Cities of Light project, because we know that the change that needs to happen on this planet is not going to come from the governments, but it's going to come from people like you, starseeds like you, who want to contribute to higher consciousness. And what is a planetary city of light? A planetary city of light, and incidentally now the Groupofforty project has almost 80 planetary cities of light around this planet, in all over South America, in Australia, in the United States, in Europe. And what the Planetary City of Light is a commitment by starseeds like yourself to create a higher dimensional city. And we have a special activation process where the star seeds will plant 4 crystals around the areas. And then we do a special activation. We raise the 5th dimensional energy quotient. We download higher Arcturian light into that city. We prefer to work with small areas, not, large areas in the beginning. And we get amazing results. And I say we are working to raise the spiritual light quotient of this planet, one planetary city of light at a time. Now, a second aspect of the Planetary City of Light project is the Planetary Ocean Reserve of Light project. Because, frankly, the ocean is in danger of collapsing biologically. It is the core system of this planet. The core biosphere of this planet is dependent upon the ocean. But there are many factors contributing to the collapse, to the potential collapse of the oceans. We decided with the Groupofforty, which now has approximately 900 Arcturian starseeds working together with us, to expand the Planetary Cities of Light project to the Planetary Ocean Reserves of Light project. Because the ocean reserves of light then is taking small sections of the ocean, even if it's on the coastline, say 1 mile, and activating spiritual energy in the ocean. And this comes to another important concept in our work, which is called holographic healing. And holographic healing means that if one part is healed, then the energy from that one part can holographically be transmitted to other parts. So if we can make pure spiritual energy, fifth dimensional energy in one part of the ocean, then there will be other parts. And already, at this point, we have 10 planetary ocean reserves of light that are now being activated and maintained by Arcturian starseeds. This is very rewarding. But we all are moving towards higher balance on this planet. Let me return now to the idea of the personal healing, and I'm going to ask my colleague Helio to speak with you. I am Giuliano. Good day. Helio. Greetings. I am Helio. I'm happy to have this opportunity to speak to so many advanced Arcturian starseeds. My specialty is holographic energy. And holographic means that from one part you can affect the whole part. Earth is but a speck of sand in the universe. And frankly, Earth is maybe 2 specks or 3 specks of sand in the galaxy. Yet, Earth is affecting the galaxy, just like the galaxy is affecting the Earth. And I am speaking now about what I call the galactic subconscious. You see, when Earth exploded the first nuclear bomb, that bomb reverberated through the entire galaxy of higher civilizations. We, the Arcturians and other higher beings, energetically and on a subconscious level, are able to tune in, and we received this bad news. You see, we are against nuclear energy in all forms. And we have seen other planets destroy themselves. This is part of the conflict between spirituality and technology. So Earth had developed the higher technology of nuclear energy, but without the proper spiritual advancement. But we are wanting to help you advance spiritually. It is so necessary. That means that you might be surprised what happens on Earth does affect what happens in other places of the galaxy, just like what happens in other places of the galaxy affect the Earth. Now, you are a multi-dimensional being. That means that you have dimensional life simultaneously. Now, this might be hard for you to understand, but think for a moment. You have a dream world, and you are living in your dream world. And in the dream world, even though it's at nighttime, you are living in another dimension. So you are already multidimensional. You live part of your life in the waking consciousness and part of your life in the dream world. But what if I told you you also have a multidimensional life on a starship? Or you have a multidimensional life where you're living in Arcturus? We have set up a special place for you to bilocate in order to experience your multidimensional self on Arcturus. And this place is called the Arcturian Crystal Lake. We have set up this lake and encourage you to visit the lake. And we provide exercises and training for you to bilocate. And I will tell you that ascension is essentially bilocation. But ascension is also a transmutation. Ascension is also an alchemical transmutation, where your physical body is accelerated into a higher frequency. Now, the other aspect of the ascension is what I call the intersection of the dimensions. The intersection of the dimensions means that the fifth and the third dimension are going to temporarily intersect. And at that moment, there will be a transformation. Some have thought that this intersection will be announced by the sound of Gabriel's horn or Gabriel's trumpet. And at that moment of that intersection, you will receive a tremendous downloading of spiritual light. And when you receive that light, how are you going to use that light? How are you going to use that energy? I want you to think about this. You can accelerate your aura, as Giuliano showed you in the cosmic egg. Accelerate the vibrational speed of the aura and bilocate either to our starship Athena or to our Stargate or to the Arcturian Crystal Lake. Don't look back. Don't look back. At the moment of ascension, accelerate and keep your focus on traveling to the fifth dimension. We, on our starship Athena, have a special room called the Helios Healing Chambers. And in the chamber, I have set up booths that have our advanced computers in the booth. And in this booth, when you bilocate through our training exercises, we can help you to heal traumas in this lifetime, traumas in the past lifetime, using our advanced computer technology. We have ways of helping you to release attachments. We have ways to help you release any lower densities in your aura. We can help you even to remove viruses that may be embedded in your energy field. There is so much technology available, but overall, we are activating and working with you, the Arcturian starseeds, in both a personal and planetary way. And I'm so happy to be able to be of assistance in the development of Homo Omega. Think of Homo Omega again. Sometimes Homo Omega is represented as Christ consciousness, the highest Christ being. Sometimes it's represented as Buddha. There are already downloaded images of the higher evolutionary Homo Omega on the earth. And when enough starseeds focus on this evolutionary cycle and focus on expanded consciousness, then Homo Omega will appear. We cannot wait until an evolutionary cycle in a normal way will occur. Because a normal evolutionary cycle could take 1,000 years or a couple hundred years. We need this shift now. And this is part of your mission to help induce, to help start, to help to manifest Homo Omega. I love you all, my friends. And I know you may have lots of questions and comments for me and Giuliano. So let us stop here, take a short break, and I will be willing to answer any of your questions, as will Giuliano. I am Helioa. Good day.